So, welcome everybody to this exclusive interview. I'm joined by Alex, a football photographer currently in Portugal at the minute. Am I correct, Alex?
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
In Lisbon,
fantastic.
sunny, everything perfect.
That's what we like to hear. So, thank you for talking to me today, Alex. It's great to have the discussion. I know we talked about it a couple of days ago in terms of the World Cup as well. We're in the midst of the World Cup. Of course, your nation, Portugal, not doing too badly so far. So, yeah, what do you make of what you've seen of the World Cup so far?
I'm really happy about all the stories that have been unfolding in the World Cup, and it's really grateful to see like Cabo Verde, that is a team that I followed in my time in Portugal, and of course see my own nation play. It's amazing, and every World Cup game I've been watching them. It's really amazing.
Fantastic. I mean, we talked, didn't we, about the goalkeeper for Cape Verde? I mean, you've obviously had the fortunate event of photographing him in his career. I mean, what a moment that must have been to see where he is now. I mean, what a moment that was against Spain, his performance. I mean, how special is that for you to see where he is, the growth on social media as well?
The growth is something like I never seen, and the most insane part, it's not only impacted him, but it impacted the environment around him, because I told to many pages of Cabo Verde, a dear friend of his that does designs for him, me myself, we all been impacted by this amazing growth. We all gained
Yeah.
followers, comments, and everything. We all received support just for being in this path that led him to this moment. Everyone got love from Brazilian fans, from all around the world. So it's really amazing to see. And for him, of course, with the story that he has been talking us after the performance, it's really grateful to see. And I think he deserves it a lot, because I talked like to a dear friend of him a few days ago, and he told me he's been working hard as ever to make it. He's been learning other languages and everything. So I think it's really amazing for him.
It is a truly fairy tale-esque story, isn't it, Alex? And I mean, in terms of your career, I wanted to just talk about your photography. You haven't been doing photography too long, if I'm correct. I just wanted to ask how the journey has been so far for you and how you got into sports photography.
Yeah, exactly. I got into photography about 8 to 10 months ago. I started. I bought a camera to go to vacation in Italy, because I wanted to have a different perspective than just phone pictures. So I bought a camera, and I started to learn everything by myself from YouTube videos, how to shoot, how to position, how to edit, how to post, because I wasn't really good with social media, and I just started from there. So yeah, when I got back from vacation, I started practicing in the lower tier of Portuguese football. I started shooting a club next to my house, Sport Lisboa e Olivais. It's good to mention, because they started my path. And then I started to make as much contacts as possible, and started to show my work to people that could maybe help me. And I got the opportunity to work for a Benfica player through his agent. I cannot tell him who he is, unfortunately, but I started working for him, and I got the opportunity to do my first match for Benfica. So the first match was supposed to be in the Champions League. It would be my first professional match in the Champions League, but we got there too late, so it wasn't possible to get accreditation. It was, I think, yeah, Benfica Leverkusen,
Oh,
and
wow.
the next home match was Benfica Casa Pia, and I got the opportunity to go to that one. And from there, it was just I had the opportunity to keep going to home matches. I started to know more players, to get more clients, and from there it was a big boom. I think Benfica was the perfect club to get started, because they have a big fan base, big visibility, and everything. So the opportunity I got to go do games for that player was, I think, the pinpoint of my career, because I mean, it's the biggest stadium in Portugal, the biggest team, it's the biggest everything. So to be able to be there as a freelancer was really, really amazing, and I'm forever grateful for that. And I think that's pretty much how I started. Then I just kept getting clients and clients calling me, and I kept working in this manner.
Absolutely. I mean, what a story that's been so far. I mean, it must be so special to see in such a short amount of time the progression, and kind of brings me on to what I was going to ask you next. You've been pitch side at the Bernabeu. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? For someone who's not even been in the industry for a year to be pitch side at the Bernabeu. How did that come about?
That was probably the most amazing game I did to this day for all the context. But yeah, it was an insane opportunity. I got it through Benfica players. Actually, I was there to do personal photography because my work is based more on personal player photography and less on press photography. So I got the opportunity to shoot for Enzo Barrenechea, who has been a client of mine regularly, and he really trusts me a lot. Amar Dedic now is playing in the World Cup. Otamendi also, Sidney Cabral also, and Samuel Dal. That was the players I got,
Some
and
big
so
names.
yeah. So for that game, it's a special game. So I think everyone wants to have us to record that there. And we talk with Benfica press officers, and they had the opportunity to give a few numbers of accreditations for the Bernabeu, and I was chosen to be one of them. So yeah, it was pretty amazing. And I mean, the Bernabeu it can get much better. I think it was one of the most emotional experiences I had because I mean, growing up as a big Real and Ronaldo and everything fan, um, and what Madrid means to us, it's something truly magical. And so, being pitch side, hearing the Hala Madrid anthem, hearing the Benfica fans also putting up a great show, it was really amazing. Sadly, the result didn't come my players' way, but it was really, really cool.
That must have been a fantastic experience to kind of tie everything together, as you mentioned, obviously supporting them growing up and the admiration you have for the club as well. In terms of clubs as well, I know you said you're freelance, but of course you kind of started a new role, haven't you, recently working for a club out in Portugal. So how did that come about and how did you get in touch with them? I know it's only been a couple of weeks, if I'm correct, but how has that kind of come about and how are you finding that so far?
Yeah, that was also a funny story because I wasn't looking exactly to work for any club. I was focusing on more players' work, but around January, February, I got a message on Instagram from the club's videographer that I already knew him before, but I knew who he was, but he didn't know me. But through my social media, he saw my work and he told me, hey, do you want to come to our next game? It was the day after, actually. Do you want to come to our next game? We are trying out new photographers. Do you want to come try out, see how it's like working for a club? And so yeah, so I started that game. It was let me remember, Alverca versus, I forgot now. But yeah, it was like the game itself was the perfect condition, I think, for me, because it was they won. They did a lot of celebrations towards me. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, my phone just rang.
That's okay.
They did a lot of celebrations towards me. The climate was good. The kit, it was the black kit they used. It was perfect. So everything came together, and they loved the result. So yeah, from that day, I started working with them to gain experience. So I started more of collaborating with the club in a way to gain a bit of experience with club photography and everything, and to understand more the dynamics and what we want to post if we win, what we want to post if we lose. So I can adapt. And at the end of the season, they asked me if I wanted to be the official photographer for next season. So yeah, of course, I accepted. Alverca is despite being not a big club in Portugal, they have a big club mentality, and they want to reach something that no other club in Portugal, I think, wants to reach. And the project itself is amazing. So I had doubts if I wanted to stay, but after I met more the people that work there, the projects they have in mind, everything, I think the best decision was really to stay and to take this next season as a how do I say, for me to evolve and go to bigger places.
Of course. I mean, that must be so much of a kind of easy decision for you to make, that having met the people behind the scenes who are really keen to drive this brand into the future. And I mean, I've seen on social media the brand that they're looking to build. I think it's fantastic what they're doing. And like you say, I think it's unique to other clubs. Not a lot of teams seem to think in the way that they're thinking on social media. So I think it's really good to see. In terms of your career, Alex, so far, what would you say the best advice that you've been given is? I know it's kind of only a young career, as I mentioned, but what's the one bit of advice that you've been given that's kind of stuck with you until this moment now?
So, also a funny story. Actually, it was I did my local team. It was the lower divisions of Portugal. And one day I asked to go. I asked for accreditation to go to a under 23 national league. It was Benfica under 23s against Estoril. It's a Lisbon team, and so yeah, they play here in Lisbon in Jamor with the national team stadium. It's the one they played Portugal versus Chile,
Okay.
and there I met. I was shooting and I was doing like. I was trying out. I didn't know the market, the prices, anything. So I got to talk with the team photographer from Sturil, and it gave me the best advice I have ever received to this day. He told me, don't undervalue your work. Always put your work first and value everything you do, because this is going to be your life if you dedicate to it. So you have to value yourself from day one, or else people will take you as granted and won't give you the value you need. So yeah, from that day I started to really value myself and trust in my work and ask for the prices I know I is my value. And actually a few months after that, like it was like a month ago, I met him at the Alverca Estoril game, and I told him thank you, because it was one of the best advices I ever received in my life. And so yeah, since that day, it completely changed me and the way I work. And I think not only the advices I receive, but the advice I give to everyone, I think it's the best advice I can give to everyone is don't be afraid, and really talk to everyone you can. You know, in this world we can't be shy. We have really to push for connections. We have to talk to this and this and this friend and this to get really the opportunities. We have to push for them, because uh, it we have to look for them, because they don't come that easily. Sometimes they come easily and someone comes and asks you, we need you for this, but 99% of the time we have to go and look for it, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a case of I've experienced it quite a lot as well, with obviously being in the journalism field and meeting, players and managers and people in the industry. I think it's so important to capitalize on them opportunities, because you never know when you're going to get them again. You never know if you're going to see that person again, or if the opportunity is going to come around. I think that's, if I'm right in saying, probably the same for you in photography. It's making the most of them opportunities, because again, you don't know whether they're going to come up again. So
exactly. It's I think
it's so
we have
key,
to
isn't it?
take the opportunity and give our everything for it. For example, when I got the opportunity to shoot Benfica for the first time, I had an older lens. It was not the best quality, so I thought to myself, this is the moment. I need to be there and be prepared. I need to have the equipment to give good work. And I took off my money and invested it in a new lens the day before the game. And so yeah, it was completely different. It changed completely my results. So yeah, I think we have to give everything for our opportunities.
Of course, that is so important as well. And obviously, you mentioned you've worked for some pretty high-profile players. I mean, that must be pretty special as well. But how rewarding is it when you see these players posting your photos on their social media and maybe getting a tag or a comment? How rewarding is that for you to see?
Oh, it's really amazing. You know, it's I think we can't like take that as the best reward because it is all work at the end of the day. So we need to make sure we get paid before that happens. But when it happens, it's amazing. I had some big reposts, some follows that I'm really grateful. I work for players like Otamendi, Luque Bacchio, Dedic, Dal, and everything. They all posted me. They all chat with me. So for me, it's really grateful to be in this world and to get contact with those kind of players, and at the end of the day to realize that they're people like us and they like to post photos, and they don't they're not aliens, you know, they're humans like us. So it's really amazing. But yeah, but there's a dark side to that also, because many times there are players that don't respect our work like the ones I work with, and they take our photos, they post them, they don't tag us, and so that is the part that hurts a bit in this world,
Yeah.
because we put a lot of effort, investment, time, and everything in it, and it seems easy. It seems like it's just clicking a button, but it's much more than that. We have to be there. We have time to travel. We have to invest in equipment. We have to think a lot during games, to be aware of everything that's happening, to get like one photo. Maybe you see the best photographers in the world, they capture moments like the Ronaldo bicycle kick, the when he scored in the Champions League final. To get that single photo in that moment, I think people must understand that it's not easy. So yeah, uh, it's rewarding, but at the same time, when it happens and people don't acknowledge our work, it hurts a little bit.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. I mean, like you've just said, there's pieces of history that are captured. I mean, I know that the picture of Messi holding the World Cup trophy up in the crowd. I mean, that was captured by I think it was a 55-year-old man from Northampton. You know, so it's kind of everyday people that are taking, you know, pictures of the biggest moments in sport and history. I mean, that must be pretty incredible. And I know in terms of the World Cup as well, Thomas Tuchel, I'm pretty sure you've seen it with the photographers standing in the way of his. Kind of arrival of the national anthem. What are your thoughts on that? And you know, if you were a photographer and he was the one that was looking at you in the eyes and saying you need to move, what would your kind of initial thoughts be to that?
I mean, I think it's understandable for both sides, because photographers are there, they are paid to be there, and they need to give that specific photo to their media, and they need to be there. There's no other places they can get that specific photo. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I understand also Tuchel's side, because I mean it's a once in a lifetime moment for him maybe, and he wants to be there in a different way. Yeah, but I mean it's the football world, and it's built like that. So I think he must understand that that's how things go. And if he wants photos of him coaching, of the or the players want photos of them playing or celebrating, the photographers, they need to be there. They can't be outside the stadium. So yeah, I think I understand both parts, but that's how the football world works.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I did read just before we kind of came on the air with this interview that they have changed the rules and they've listened to Tuchel, and the photographers are going to be moved. I don't know exactly where they're going to be now, but they have been told to kind of calm it down with the kind of big crowding I've seen. So um, again, just wanted to touch on Vozinha. I mean, like I say, you've been kind of in contact with the Cape Verde and Portugal kind of national sides with your photography, but how cool for you was it to see, you know, you've taken a picture of him a little while ago and then to see the popularity? I mean, how good is that for you to see on such a big stage like the World Cup?
It was pretty amazing because I was watching the game, and I thought it would be interesting and funny to post like the pictures I had done of him the last game I went. And so to see I gained, I think, 5,000 followers just from that post, and talking to a designer I know he collabed with Vozinha, had 36 million views and everything. It's amazing because for me, Cabo Verde team, they are in my heart, because I started working with a player from Cabo Verde maybe 6 months ago, and since then I started following their path. I saw they were qualified for the World Cup and everything, and so yeah, since there I started following this a little bit and being at the game and feeling the energy of the Cape Verdean fans was really amazing. They're there. They are with music. They are supporting with everything they have, because this is once in a lifetime, literally, because it's the first time they're there. So yeah, to see that, it's amazing. And being from a big nation like Portugal, or you from England, to see like these small countries, to see the love they give to their players and their country, even if they lose, or just like Curacao, they scored one goal and
Yeah, I was
the
just going to mention
country,
that. It's
yeah,
incredible, isn't it?
they go nuts because they scored in the World Cup. So it's something that happens once in a lifetime, and they are there to witness it. So yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, it's funny how you mentioned kind of the Curacao goal. I mean, they did celebrate it, excessively, but it is totally understandable to be so happy about scoring that goal. I remember England when they played Panama last time at the 2018 World Cup. I think England were 5 or 6-0 up at the time, and Panama scored. And again, the celebrations were just unbelievable because it's such a big moment for the country, when they're a smaller country as well. So yeah, it's great to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really amazing. I mean, only the World Cup makes moments like this, I think. So for me, I don't miss a match, because everything that happens is something special. So it's the best competition in the world.
Definitely. I mean, we've kind of spoken about the power of social media as well, Alex. I mean, I found your kind of photography page on Instagram. I think it was the algorithm of the kind of the World Cup and the football going on. I think the video that first kind of attracted me to your account was the FIFA cover for the Bernabeu. I mean, that's one of your most successful videos. Am I right in thinking on Instagram? I mean, how is it that when you put a post up like that and you kind of wake up the next morning and realize that it got the amount of views and the amount of likes that it has? What was your initial reaction to that?
It's really rewarding, because it's hard when I think I made that post when there was a pause, there were no games, I had nothing to do. So yeah, we have to find ways to keep our page entertaining. And I have a few friends in the industry. We all take ideas from each other, and a big friend of mine from Switzerland, he did that, so I posted it. It took me a lot of time to do it, but I posted it, and so it was gradually getting more love and more love, because the I think it moves a bit the people that watch it, because it's something we have in common. It's football, photography, and FIFA, because everyone plays FIFA. So yeah, I think we have to find the ways to entertain our page. I did I think a week ago, retro photos. I try to do throwbacks, like I did one from Vini in the Bernabeu. So
Yes,
yeah,
saw that. Yeah. I mean, I suppose
I
it's
think,
making it relatable as well, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. Because if we don't, we lose a bit of interest, So we have to always have something to post, and take this page. I'm not like, I don't consider myself an influencer, you know. I'm a photographer, and it's my work, but I have to take my page sort of as like marketing, because that's how I will get to players, and that's the main way I got all my clients. So as long as my page is beautiful, looking fresh and everything, it's perfect, because I get clients, and it's good for me.
Of course. I mean, you mentioned the growth as well of your account. I mean, when we first started talking, it was 6,000. Now it's just over 10,000, I believe. I mean, that is
Yeah.
in the space of 2 or 3 days. I mean, that is simply incredible, isn't it? The growth.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think Vozinha made half of my followers, but yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
amazing to see.
not quite the level of Vizinho going from, I think it was 50,000 to, I don't even know what it is now. It keeps growing every single day, doesn't it? I mean, it's gone up ridiculous amounts. But I just wanted to ask as well, Alex, in terms of your photography, of course, I know you do futsal as well. I've
Yeah.
seen that you've been recently doing that. Is there any kind of real difference between futsal and football photography, the positioning of where you're sat, any particular ways that you have to change what you're doing? Is there anything really different between the two?
Yeah, it's really actually really different. They are similar games, but it's really different, because from for futsal, I like to shoot at a really low angle, so I sit on the floor, so it hurts my back a bit, but it's good for the results. But I think futsal it's a game that's so fast that we have to be 200 more percent focused than football, because in football it's a more slow paced game. It's more I don't know, it's more tactical, more goes from one side to the other, and we have more distance to prepare ourselves for the photos. In futsal, it doesn't exist. In futsal, it's a really short spaced. The players go really fast, the balls go really fast, and we have to be focused on the ball, on the player, and also on ourselves because we have no protection like in football. In football, we have the publicity panels, that are
Yeah.
protecting us. In futsal, there's nothing. So yeah, we have to be aware of what we're shooting and who's shooting us, because real fast the ball can come at us and hurt us or ruin our equipment because in futsal they shoot with a lot of strength and the
Yeah.
balls they are really hard. So yeah,
Yeah, they're
we have to be
smaller and
aware
they're,
of
they're harder
everything.
than normal footballs, aren't they?
Yes, exactly. They're
More
harder,
painful.
smaller, faster. It's really dangerous. But I think it's one of my favorite sports to shoot because it's so fast, so entertaining. There are so many moments in the game. I really like it a lot.
Of course. I mean, just to kind of finish up, Alex, I mean, thank you so much for your time today. It's been really good to speak to you. Just one final question. I wanted to ask, I mean, I'm going into my third year as a football journalism student at the University of Derby, but obviously photography plays such a key part in what we do. I mean, I don't necessarily have a camera, but I mean, the importance of having a phone as well to this as well. But what would your number one message be to people who are considering getting into the sports industry, whether it be journalism, photography, anything like that? What would your key message to them be?
I think I'd say this to everyone who wants to get in some project, even not football, but for football, if you like football like me and like you, I bet. I mean, just go for it because it's been amazing. The whole time I've been doing this, I have been having experiences that have been so amazing. Meeting players, being at events that happen once in a lifetime. Like everything around the football community and the football world is so amazing. I mean, I lived things that I never thought I would live in my life. I was in my boyhood club shooting pitch side. I met some of the players. I was at the 4-2 Madrid versus Benfica game where Trubin scored, and I was right there, And just to experience that as a photographer is so amazing. So yeah, to everyone that wants to get there, just go for it. Make the best contacts you can. Stop being shy and do everything and talk to everyone you can because that's how you will make it in this world. And if anyone needs help, I am there to help. I love to help everyone that sends me messages. So yeah, I think it's the best advice I can give.
Incredible. Thank you, Alex. So in terms of your account as well, I just wanted to kind of make sure you're plugged correctly. So if you just wanted to tell everyone what your account is called and what the best way to contact you would be.
What? Sorry.
So your the name of your account and the best way to contact you, what would that be for people who want to get involved and communicate with you?
Oh, they can communicate with me through Instagram. It's Pictures Simoes, PicturesEmoes,
There we go.
and they can just DM me. I'm always. I don't want to say I'm always on my phone, but I am because I like
Part
to
of the
see
job.
what's
Part of the
happening.
job.
I like to see what's happening with my community and everything. So yeah, they can just message me, and I'll love to help.
That's great. Thank you so much for talking to me today, Alex. Everyone, make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, Archie Brown Journo. This interview will be out very, very soon. Alex, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for your time.
Thank you
Thank you.
you for inviting me.
Cheers. Thank you.